Well, I made it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but uh, I was on the streets. I was actually, I mean, I really thought I was forsaken. And the world broke my heart. It has so broken my heart. Not one person put out their hand to me. And I'm not proud of it, but I mean, I was smoking butts. I was smoking butts off the street. Please, Ted, do you mind not putting music when I'm doing my video? I really would appreciate if you wouldn't put up commercials while I'm doing the video. Please, Ted. It's the least you can do. So, like, my boyfriend, I love him with all my heart. And I always have, and I always talk about my bae, my bae. But he actually left me in an abandoned building with, like, nothing. And I came over twice to get my clothes. And I begged him, because I was so scared of the dark. I was so scared of the dark that I couldn't believe it. And I begged him to stay here for one night. And he wouldn't have it. Instead, he and, well, thank God for his friend Erin, she was really nice, threw my clothes in bins, and they dropped me off at the Vendo Metro, that's our metro, where I waited for my daughter, who's not talking to me now, for 2 months. But you know what? I got off most of the opiates. Thank God I got off most of the opiates. And I got blessings because I met so many wonderful people from the streets. So many. So many. But this is a perfect example of a love drug going so wrong. So wrong. Not once did he come by and check. I would yell his name sometimes in withdrawal. I call, you know how I call him bae. I'm like, oh, bae, why have you forsaken me? Nothing. And oh, how I begged him to stay here this one night because I really got scared of staying. I mean, the police came by and they said, like, this place is not fit to stay. You have to leave. But he wouldn't have it. He threw me out of here. A home that I have lived in with him for 2 years. And we promised, we actually made a contract that no matter what happened, he'd give me 30 days to find a place. So I was on the streets, smoking butts. But you know what? There was blessings. There was so many blessings because I met people from the streets that were so wonderful. And I didn't mind spending, sharing my last cigarette or anything. It was really actually a blessing. And I'm off all those darn opiates. But in the meantime, the police, they actually arrested me. They followed me around with, like, lights blaring because they knew I got kind of, like, scared of them. And they followed me around. Followed me. I had a pharmacist tell me I had a revolver. And in they walked to march the police. But they ended up being pretty cool because they played some of my playlists and they couldn't believe that I knew all the songs. And then I got into my, like, 7th psych ward. And all they said is, you're brilliant and stay away from you-know-who. Could I? Am I? No. He's right beside me. Am I staying away? I don't know what happened. In the meantime, he wants me to marry him. In the meantime, my identification is stolen. And the clothes that I thought I had here left, there's nothing. There's nothing left. I have no bank account. Nothing. But I have everything now. Because I have God. I have God and I found God. And nobody can take that away from me. It was only sheerly by God and the wonderful people that I met. Although they could have given me a meal or two once in a while, they didn't. But that's okay. McDonald's was pretty good, but, they give you the odd coffee. I know I look like hell, but that kind of does that after 2.5 months of being on the streets. Yep. I was homeless. Homeless again. And nobody came for me. Nobody came for me. Not my uncle. Not my best friends. The only people that were there were the people who we know as bums. The homeless. They were there. They were there. They were there to share sandwiches with. They were there. Hospitals were terrible for me. They ignored me. I mean, they tied me up. They said I didn't ask permission to go to have a cigarette, when I totally did. I know the way they are. 4 guards like pounced on me. Anyways, basically this is all about God. This whole video is about God. I'm not a schizophrenic who's like hearing God, Kim do this and Kim do this. I'm feeling God. I'm loving God. And I'm grateful for God. And I'm grateful for you guys. And I'm grateful for Kibitz and Bitz. But I am brokenhearted. And the world has totally broken my heart. Because if you've been watching the videos, all I've ever wanted to do was make this world a better place. And instead, everybody listened to gossip and how they love to hate me. How they love to shine their lights on me and call Kim. And the police would love to put on their sirens. And I mean, they actually slammed me against the car twice and handcuffed me. But usually by the time they got to know me, they were nice. And everybody all in all is pretty nice. And you know who was nice and who wasn't. So Kibitz and Bitz saying I'm back. I don't know for how long, because my spirit is broken. I'm working really, really hard to get it back. And I don't know what's going to happen between the fiancé and I. I know that if he doesn't make some major changes in his life, I can't continue that. Because one thing I do realize is I am special. And I am worthy. And I'm enough. I'm enough. Just who I am. Just who I am. So, Kibitz and Bitz, hang in there. And if you see a homeless person, reach deep into your pockets and give them something. And it's frankly none of our business whether they buy alcohol or not. If it makes them feel good for half an hour of the day, then it does. Kibitz and Bitz, hang in there. You never know which way life is going to go. But there's always God. Amen. God. Amen. And remember, it's Allah, Creator, God, and Jesus. Oh, wonderful Jesus. Amen to that. Jesus was a Jew and God's son. So, God bless you all. And have a wonderful Sunday. It's supposed to be our day of rest. So try to find 2 people or more and pray. Bow your head and pray. And thank God for whatever you have, because it really is just what you need. Kibitz and Bitz. Kimberly Ann Solomon trying to get back her name, her identity, her bank account, her passport, her clothes. Yeah, I have no more clothes. They're all nothing, because I have God. Kibitz and Bitz. Have a wonderful day. It's Sunday. God's day. A day of rest. Bye-bye.